Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. This week, the council took up the issue of a proposed curfew. The bill would ban teenagers under the age of 18 from being out past 11 on weeknights and midnight on weekends. County Executive Leggett introduced the measure as a means of crime prevention. The council work session ended months of debate on the issue with the tabling of the legislation.
The overriding issue here was a bad proposal, in my view, the curfew, and that was crucial for the council not to support something that was not only unwarranted, but I think would have been harmful to the county because it sent a false message about the level of crime among young people, and I think it tarred young people with the same brush. When 95 to 90% of young people are law-abiding, and they're the people that we saw here at the public hearing and saw at the youth town hall meeting. Those are the young people that I think about when I think of young people in the county, and they far, far outnumber the very few young people who are misbehaving or who are involved in the 7-Eleven thefts.
However, Nancy Florine was disappointed the council didn't take a vote. She says the issue should have been resolved one way or another.
I really think people deserve an answer. It's been the talk of the town since July. We've heard from so many groups. We've heard from and I've certainly heard from plenty of folks who have mixed views on this. And our job is to legislate as legislators. And I really think we do a disservice to the community, to the county executive, and frankly, to my good friend and colleague, Phil Andrews, who's been out there on this, to not resolve this one way or the other.
Executive Leggett called the refusal to vote on the proposed youth curfew a failure of leadership on the part of County Council.
I think this is a major abdication of leadership on their part and very short-sighted. And I just think politically oriented in a way that is not good for our county. It's something that suggests to me that we've gone astray a little bit here about the governance and leadership, and to advocate responsibility in an area where you have the police chief not only from Montgomery County but the neighboring jurisdiction where this type of curfew is in effect, and to not to give the deference to your own police department when there's no clear reason or justification not to do so, to me I think is unfortunate and something that should not have happened.
Each year at this time, the council elects a new president and vice president. And council vice president Roger Berliner is now the council's new leader. Here's Susan Kennedy with the story. Susan?
Lorna, the gavel has been passed and Roger Berliner is the new council president. He accepted the vote of his colleagues with gratitude and spoke optimistically about the coming year.
Seeing no objection, it is done. Congratulations.
As we look forward, we have every reason to be confident about our future. For even in the midst of these extraordinarily challenging economic times, we have held our own. Some have done better, and we should not be reluctant to learn what lessons there are from them. But at the same time, we can take comfort in the resilience of our county and its unchallenged position as the economic engine of our state.
Mr. Berliner represents District 1 and was first elected to the council in 2006. He serves on both the council's Transportation and Environment and Public Safety committees. One of his goals includes creating a more prosperous Montgomery County, including making it easier for businesses to locate here.
We often hear from our business community that they perceive our government regulations as excessive and that our permits, planning, and processes take forever. Small businesses suffer even more in such an environment. We need an objective analysis of that criticism. I will be working with our business community and our excellent OLO staff to see if we can fashion a scope of study that will help us understand what specific actions we could take to create a more favorable business environment.
It is my privilege to nominate Nancy Navarro for the office of Vice President.
Elected to the post of Vice President, Councilmember Nancy Navarro. She is the first Latina elected to this position.
Councilmember Nancy Navarro, congratulations.
Ms. Navarro plans to continue to engage in finding more ways to accommodate the county's diverse population.
For me personally, it's an honor, it's an amazing privilege, and I hope that this is just, the beginning of a long tradition where we'll have a lot of different people from different, parts of our county deciding to run for office and to seek public office. It's a way for us to give back to a community that has given us so much.
I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
And County Executive Leggett was part of a historic trade mission to India led by Governor Martin O'Malley. During the 6-day stay, 100 Maryland business leaders, educators, and elected officials promoted Maryland as a location for Indian companies looking to establish operations in the United States.
We had business deals signed by Montgomery County businesses, and we have a follow-up to try to entice some of the businesses that are in India that would like to relocate in Montgomery County as a North American headquarters. And so we're now trying to work out some arrangements with some of those businesses to see whether or not we can attract them here. So that was the purpose, generally from the standpoint of the state, for us locally, for Montgomery College, for some of our businesses that signed deals there, as well as an attempt by us to lure some of the business from India here to Montgomery County.
The delegation also witnessed the signing of business agreements between 4 Maryland-based enterprises and Indian companies related to technology, product development, engineering, and healthcare industries. This year's Maryland exports to India were valued at $192 million. There has been an increase in residential fires where there were no working smoke alarms. The fire department wants to make sure that homeowners understand that having functional smoke detectors is the law. This sound can save your life. Winter heating season is here, and it is critical that every home has working smoke alarms.
During the winter season, we generally see an increase in the number of fires for a variety of reasons. A couple of the reasons are, clogged flues in the chimney, space heaters not providing enough space, and a lot of fires happen at night when people are resting, if you will. And the smoke alarms are so important all year long, but even more in particular during the winter season when we see an increase in fires when people are resting and not alert.
Recent fires where homes lacked properly working smoke detectors have prompted authorities to remind homeowners that they are violating county law.
The law does require everyone to have a smoke alarm installed and that it's working and that it's periodically checked. And then if it's 10 years or older, it needs to be replaced.
The County Fire and Rescue Department offers residents free assistance with smoke alarm installation and maintenance. If you need a detector, call 311 or visit this website for more safety information. When we come back, is the county ready for a big snowstorm this year? We'll let you know. And the police department wants to arm senior citizens. We'll tell you how. Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer updates us on 3 city capital projects in this story.
We've been following the progress of the new police headquarters closely over the past few months and wanted to update you on how everything is tracking. Right now, the windows are being installed in the police department annex. The roof is complete on the structure, and the plan is to start hanging the drywall. The same goes for the police station. Also, the big item that's being focused on right now is bringing utilities on the site, including gas, water, sewer, and electric. Once the building is conditioned, then the construction crew will proceed with the finishes. The new police department is expected to be open in late spring. The senior center has been in the process of an exciting renovation to add a new fitness room and other recreation space. HVAC is being brought online, the finishes are being installed, and the glass is almost completely in place. Also, work has commenced in the parking lot. And the Goody Yard maintenance facility has been undergoing improvements where the construction of a new fleet services building and relocation of the fuel island, as well as upgrades to the stockroom, have been happening. Superintendent of Parks and Facilities Steve Mader brought us up to speed on what you need to know.
The building's actually up, the steel's up, we're all framed in, we're inside. Since you've been here, we've added walls, we've added block. We are actually now in the process of putting up some of the lifts. We're also looking at, you can see all the HVAC work going on, the heating ducts, air conditioning ducts. We'll soon be putting in the roll-up doors. Most of the water and sewer has all been connected, so we've done quite a bit since the last time you were here.
The upgrades to the Goody Drive maintenance yard will allow the Department of Rec and Parks and Public Works to be more efficient and improve working conditions for city staff. Keep it on Rockville 11 as we continue to follow the progress of these 3 capital improvement projects.
There have been recent pedestrian collisions, and the police department wants to emphasize the need for increased awareness by both drivers and pedestrians. Here's Officer Janelle Smith with more. Officer?
That's correct, Lorna. So far in 2011, the police department has investigated 21 fatal collisions. Of these 21 collisions, 7 have involved pedestrians. Recently, the police department responded to another pedestrian collision at Rockville Pike and Alpine Lane. Police would like to remind everyone during this time of year, both drivers and pedestrians, to keep traffic laws and walking laws in mind. This is particularly important because we have fewer daylight hours at this time of year. Inclement weather reduces visibility, and there's more pedestrian traffic as people attend to holiday activities. Police hope that reminding both pedestrians and drivers that safety is both of their responsibilities, we can help keep everyone safe during this time of year.
Thank you, Officer Smith, for that friendly reminder. Recent crimes against seniors at Westfield Shopping Center in Wheaton have prompted police to arm senior citizens with safety tips. The police department is urging county seniors to take advantage of a special safety program to help them prevent becoming victims of crimes.
We want to make sure that our seniors don't live in fear, that they are prepared and armed with some good safety information to help prevent them from being victims not only of violent crimes that we've recently heard about in the news, the carjackings, kidnappings, armed robberies, but also of scams that are frequently perpetrated against our senior citizens because they do tend to be more trusting.
A senior forum takes place the first Wednesday of every month at Westfield Montgomery at 10 a.m. Winter weather is almost here, and the county's Department of Transportation is implementing measures to make sure that the snow removal is even more efficient. Tom Pogue gives us an update.
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. To make sure MCDOT is prepared for the worst that Mother Nature may throw at us this winter, Highway Services held its annual Storm Summit. Kicked off by the county executive, the summit brought together county crews and contractors to review snow removal strategies. Highway Services has a partnership with private contractors to supplement its snow removal resources when needed. For example, during the massive February 2010 blizzards, nearly 1,000 pieces of contractor equipment were used. The day after the summit, Highway held a practice drill for county crews to test equipment and procedures and familiarize new drivers with the snow routes. Another key to our readiness is DOT's Storm Operations Center, where staff manage cleanup operations using state-of-the-art technology to monitor conditions and target resources. Finally, the public is reminded of the map on our website that now provides year-round information on any storm, including road closures and access to traffic cameras. When a snowstorm hits, get information on the county's website at montgomerycountymd.gov/snow. We're working to keep you moving through all kinds of weather.
When we come back, a foreign dignitary visits Montgomery College. And the Strathmore resonated with Latin music at the MCPS high school competition. We'll be right back. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. An international dignitary recently spoke at Montgomery College. MCTV's Lillian Mass has a story.
Former Ambassador to Yemen, Edmund Hall, visited the Rockville campus of Montgomery College to talk about Yemen, Al-Qaeda, and how the United States is countering today's preeminent terrorist threats.
His presentation helped the audience gain a better understanding
of Yemen's current situation and how Al-Qaeda is working in this country.
In many ways, Yemen is the ideal safe haven for Al-Qaeda because it's a very rugged country, mountainous and desert, very difficult to govern. The government is weak and doesn't extend its authority to many places in the country. Also, there are lots and lots of weapons available, so in many ways it fits Al-Qaeda's requirements for safe haven.
He explained how Al-Qaeda's recruiting strategies are changing and how the State Department is addressing this problem.
This administration has taken the threat of Al-Qaeda seriously, just as the Bush administration did after 9/11. And I think the State Department plays an important role because all of the counterterrorism really is based on diplomatic relations and working with these other countries.
In his book, Ambassador Hall shared his experiences in Yemen, analyzed the threat that Al-Qaeda represents to this country, and suggests possible solutions to the problem.
I thought it was worthwhile describing one counterterrorism campaign that had a good measure of success and explaining how it really works in the real world.
The visit exceeded the expectations of the audience. Ambassador Hall and the students shared time together. He answered questions and autographed his book for them.
It's the 12th annual MCPS Latin Dance Competition held at the Music Center at Strathmore. Dozens of energetic dancers took the stage to compete in both couple and team categories.
We're gonna dance our hearts out!
Over the past several months, dozens of passionate student dancers rehearsed and trained, mastering steps and routines in order to win big at the 12th annual Latin Dance Competition. Held at the Music Center at Strathmore, the competition featured students from 7 MCPS high schools who strutted their stuff and wowed the audience.
We're thrilled to be here and to be here at Strathmore itself. We are all mostly Hispanic, so it's in our blood, it's our heritage, and we want to be able to show it off and represent where we come from.
The Latin Dance Competition is sponsored by the After School Dance Fund, whose mission is to build strong Latin dance clubs in MCPS schools. These after-school dance programs foster poise, positive life choices, exercise, school spirit, and cultural awareness.
It's amazing the connections that I build with my own kids. They stay out of trouble, they tutor each other, they walk away from this experience with confidence, with a sense of belonging, with a sense of being part of something great.
This is your night. This is for you guys. Do it for yourselves, do it for your team, do it for your schools, do it for everybody that came to see you, okay? This is your night, guys.
It helps them not only make friends, but build real bonds in high school. And in such a crucial stage of life, when you're trying to find yourself and see what you're really into, it really helps to have such a strong support group, not just to help you with schoolwork, but to help you when you do have personal problems. It gives them an outlet from a lot of things, including just expressing themselves.
From the cha-cha to the merengue, couples and teams performed original choreographed numbers. Performances were scored by a panel of judges. Clarksburg High School won Best of Show, with Einstein and Watkins Mill High Schools pulling in top honors. But all the dancers were declared winners because of their hard work, upbeat attitude, and their dedication to the art form of Latin dancing.
With winter break on the horizon, we wanted to give you a few ideas where kids can have fun and learn. All happens at the Twinbrook Community Recreation Center.
It's a place with a positive, fun vibe and a place where everyone feels like family.
Say your parents are in there working out, you can, if you have a card, you can just go in here and play out or play table tennis or go in the computer room and stuff, so it's very fun.
This is a place where you can get out the house, come down, play, and be with your friends.
This winter break, the Wizards and Mystics come to Rockville for a special holiday hoops camp. Senior Director of Camps and Clinics David Deal is looking forward to hosting the camp at Twinbrook.
We have a great camp coming up. It's the Washington Wizards and Mystics Holiday Hoops Camp here at Twin Brook Community Recreation Center. It's a 3-day camp, December 27th through the 29th. It's open to boys and girls ages 8 to 17. You know, a nice rounded camp, gets some great basketball skills, improve them. And what's nice about our camp is we're open to all skill levels, and we gear the curriculum specifically for those kids and their particular skill levels. So, you know, whether you're touching the ball for the first time or an elite player, it's a nice camp to come to for sure. We have 2 goals. 1, to make them a better basketball player, and 2, to have an overall positive experience. So, you know, we work on skills on and off the court, you know, character, teamwork, sportsmanship. So we really preach that. So I think parents will be pleased with our efforts as well.
We are a community family feel, and we love people to come into our building. We offer a variety of things. We also are always open to ideas. So if you come in and you want to maybe get us to start a new program, you never know.
In addition to the Hoops Camp at Twin Brook, there's also a Winter Wonderland camp being offered for grades K through 5. Kids will have the opportunity to participate in crafts, organize games, and sports. Go online to rockvillemd.gov/twinbrook to learn more.
When we come back, the 2011 Maryland Professor of the Year is a music instructor at Montgomery College. And County Executive Leggett danced the night away, all for a good cause. We'll be right back.
There's still time to register for Montgomery College's winter session classes offered January 3rd through the 19th on all 3 campuses and online. You can register for this session online or at any of our campus locations. MC student Janet Berg has been selected as one of only 10 students in the country to receive the Phi Theta Kappa Heights Transfer Scholarship, the Honor Society's largest, most prestigious scholarship award. Awardees are selected based on academic achievement, community involvement, and leadership accomplishments. MC and Blair High School have announced a dual enrollment partnership. MC will offer college-level classes in collaboration with Blair AP courses, giving students the chance to earn college credits while attending high school.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. A Montgomery College professor has been awarded one of the most prestigious honors an educator can receive. Here is MCTV's Michael Brown with the story.
Montgomery College music professor and award-winning cellist Don Avery has been named Maryland Professor of the Year by the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching and the Council for Advancement and Support of Education.
It's pretty exciting to be Professor of the Year. At first they announced it and it was secret, so I was like, it didn't really feel real. But now that I found out that I am Professor of the Year, I feel it makes me really evaluate how grateful I am to be at Montgomery College, the support I get here from staff, administration, from the faculty, from my own department, my dean, and then also especially the kids, like how much they've meant to me and how much we are involved with each other, not just in the classroom, but oftentimes at Montgomery College we're involved, as you know, outside of the classroom.
Professor Avery received her honor in Washington, D.C., along with the other awardees from around the nation.
It was especially touching to hear everybody give their speeches, and it made you either want to go back to school or to stay a teacher forever, because it really showed you the importance of our educators and how important education is.
And it seems as though teaching at MC is the perfect fit for her.
I'm really fortunate to work on the Rockville campus music department because the faculty is phenomenal, like some of the greatest musicians, but also really good people who care about students.
Professor Avery is a renowned world music artist and also produces the year-long Montgomery College World Music Festival, now in its 10th year. She loves to perform, but her heart is definitely in the classroom.
My favorite thing about teaching is connecting with the students. And I guess a lot of my goal for teaching is that I love my work. I love what I do. And a lot of people in the world do not get to do what they love. And if I could wish anything for our students is that somehow they can find what they love to do most. And maybe I'm an inspiration for that.
Our Pet of the Week features a male cat. Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society needs your help in finding him a home.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at Montgomery County Humane Society. And this lovely gentleman right here, this gray cat, is Seminole. As you can see, he's gray with little white feeties and a little bit of white on his chin and beautiful green eyes. He is a gentleman. He's about 3 years old. He was given up by his previous owner because she could no longer take care of him. And he is really looking for a way to get out of one of our cages and into your home. He's very sweet. He's purring already. He likes to play. He likes to be held. He likes to cuddle. He has very good cat qualities, so I think you might want to come down here and meet him. Yes, oh, he's just purring up a storm. He just loves to be scratched. Seminole here really is looking for someone to go home with. So you know you have been looking for a cat. You know you've been thinking about adopting a cat, and now is the time to come down and meet Seminole or another cat just like him. And now that it is getting winter, remember, please don't let your dogs and cats outside if it's too cold. We actually don't like cats to go out too much at all anyway. We like to have the cats stay inside. But don't leave your dogs outside in the rain or the cold. It's chilly, they're warm-blooded, they want to come in and stay warm and dry with you. So don't leave them out in that backyard. So now think about adopting a cat. Think about adopting this particular cat. Come down and meet him at the Humane Society or visit him at the web at mchumane.org. Give us a call at 240-773-5967. You're definitely going to want to meet this very handsome boy.
Now, when you think of a ball, you may think of Cinderella and glass slippers. But in Montgomery County, going to the ball is a whole different story.
Well, hello there.
On December 4th, 2011, hundreds of area civic, business, and cultural leaders gathered at the Bethesda North Marriott Conference Center for the 26th annual Montgomery County Executives Ball, One for the Books. The Executives Ball helps support organizations that improve the quality of life in Montgomery County. Historically, these have been arts and humanities organizations, but in the spirit of expanding their support to the broader community at a time of ongoing financial cutbacks, the beneficiary of this year's ball is the Montgomery County Public Library System in recognition of its 60th anniversary.
It's humanities. It's still humanities. And so we felt that the libraries touch every single person, as does the arts and humanities. But we really thought there needs to be a focus on the libraries this year.
Libraries are suffering like all county departments. We've had a budget reduction, but we're trying to move forward to deliver the service at this very diverse county.
The Arts and Humanities Council is pleased that this year's funds will benefit the public library system because they are the backbone of arts and humanities in our community and a critical source of ongoing learning for residents of Montgomery County.
Everybody loves the libraries, and there's something there for every single person in Montgomery County.
And people are excited because everybody goes to their library. Everybody has a story to tell about their library and their favorite librarian. And as a former librarian, I feel right at home.
The funds raised will supplement the system's programs and services, including the much-needed acquisition of new books and media for the county's 21 libraries, which last year had nearly 9 million in-person visits. For more information about the Montgomery Public Libraries, visit this website.
It was a wonderful evening to help the public libraries. And that does it for County Report this week. Join us at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching.